So guys, I want to talk Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. Terence Crawford laughed off saying that, you know, he didn't want the fight with Manny Pacquiao. He said Manny Pacquiao priced himself out the fight. He said Manny Pacquiao said he wanted $20 million to fight me. He goes, I wanted the fight with Pacquiao. Pacquiao didn't want the fight with me. He goes, everybody knows that I wanted the fight with Pacquiao. Pacquiao didn't want it. He wanted too much money. And that's why he didn't take the fight with me, because he knew I was a risk. And this is what Crawford had to say about Pacquiao, that, listen, he didn't want to fight me. He priced himself out, $20 million. Now, Crawford is a risky fight for Pacquiao. This is why Pacquiao wants to be paid. Pacquiao wants to be paid. Why would he take a fight with Crawford, which is a risky fight? He needs to be paid. He'll take the fight with Crawford, but it needs to be rewarding for him. He's not just going to jump in with Terence Crawford if he doesn't feel that the reward is there for him. He wants some money. You know, Pacquiao's at the stage of his career where, you know, he needs to get paid for every fight, and it needs to be a lot of money. Now, even $20 million, I think, is not a huge amount of money for a risky fight like Crawford, especially in a Broner fight. I reckon Pacquiao's going to make a lot of money. And I think Crawford is not a big draw. He's not a big name. So Crawford's not going to be able to generate the revenue that Pacquiao wants for such a risky fight. Why are you going to take a fight with Crawford when you can't make that kind of money? Now, if Mayweather and Pacquiao fight, that's going to be huge. That's going to make Pacquiao a load of money. And it's not as risky fight, in my opinion, now, because Crawford at the minute is probably pound for pound the best guy out there. One of them, especially top three. So you can understand why Pacquiao wanted the money he was asking for. And even that, you could probably say, people could say that that's not that much for a fight against someone like Crawford, who's exceptional, you know. A fight that, you know, Crawford would probably be a favourite against Pacquiao, a favourite to beat Pacquiao. You know, Spence and Crawford, you would probably say, would be strong favourites to beat Pacquiao at this stage in Pacquiao's career. So you can understand why Pacquiao was asking for the money. I don't think Pacquiao was overpricing himself. I just think Pacquiao knows that the fight with Crawford is a very risky and dangerous fight. And that's why he was asking to be compensated, what he thought was fair for a fight of that magnitude. So you can totally understand why Pacquiao, you know, wanted that kind of money to fight someone like Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford's very dangerous to Pacquiao, like I said, at this stage in Pacquiao's career. So I don't think Pacquiao doesn't want the fight with Crawford. I think Pacquiao would fight Crawford, and I think there's a great chance if Pacquiao beats Broner and the Mayweather fight doesn't come to fruition, that Pacquiao and Crawford could potentially be next. But you have to understand that that's a risky fight for Manny Pacquiao in this stage in Manny Pacquiao's career, and he needs to be compensated. It's as simple as that. He's not just going to take a fight with somebody for peanuts. Why? When he can fight Broner for the... Like, he's probably fought fighting Broner for more money than he would get fighting Terence Crawford. So, and Broner's an easy fight for him. So why would he take a fight with Crawford, right? Which is a tough fight, a fight that probably he would be an underdog for not as much money. It doesn't make sense. So you have to understand that where Pacquiao is in his career, he's already cemented his legacy. Now it's all financially. It's got to add up for him financially. He's already cemented his legacy. You know, 8 division, 9 division world champion. What? You know, there's nothing more he can do. Like, yeah, if he beats Terence Crawford, that's another string to his bow. That's another you know, accomplishment that you can say that he beat a pound for pound great at the age of 40. You know, that'll be another stamp on his already excellent CV. But for Manny Pacquiao, it's not all about that right now. It's about financial gains as well, because he's at a stage of his career where every fight really counts financially, because he's not going to fight that much longer. He's got a couple of fights left. He's not going to take a fight with Crawford, lose, and maybe then have to retire, right, with not benefiting financially what he could. You know, that fight is probably going to be one of the end fights he has. A fight that I think he can win, but he'd be an underdog in. Crawford's exceptional. But I don't think Pacquiao's scared to fight Crawford, or Pacquiao's ducking Crawford. No, Pacquiao just wants the right money. He wants to be compensated for a fight of that magnitude, for a risk like that. Because that is a risk at this stage in Pacquiao's career. Whereas he probably feels Broner's not a bigger risk. And he's making more money from that fight. So financially he's getting more, and it's not as big a risk. So, you know, I think if the Crawford can build his name and that fight becomes bigger, then I'm pretty sure Pacquiao will jump at that fight and he'll take that fight. But what do you make of Crawford's comments that Pacquiao priced himself out the fight? Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.